Hello guys, today we have a very beautiful and newly released harem anime called Immoral Guild. Your support means a lot to me and it can change my whole life. So don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to do something great for me. The main character is a powerful hunter named Madan. He's in a world where monsters are very perverted and love to prey on young and beautiful girls. Madan is so busy killing monsters every day to save those poor girls that he hardly falls in love. Meanwhile, Madan's best friend sent him a wedding invitation. Madan thinks that he has wasted his life when he sees his best friend getting married, because as a 20-year-old man, he has not even held a girl's hand. Looking back at his life, Madan has been training hard to increase his power to kill monsters, and now he is tired of his boring life. So he decides to quit his job to go to college to find his true love. Animo reminds Madan that if he retires at this young age, he will not get a pension. But Madan isn't worried at all because he's saved up a fortune over the years, because he's been too busy killing demons to spend money. To retain Madan, the guild decides to accompany Madan with hot young girls so that he's no longer alone on his adventure journey. But his decision is final and he wants to resign anyway. Suddenly, at this time, a new fighter named Kyan comes to register. So Animo hopes this sexy orc girl can keep the field. She deliberately puts them on the same team, and Madan agrees without hesitation. Animo thinks her plan is working, but in reality Madan just wants to make sure Kyan is qualified to be his successor. In their first team-up, Kyan's energetic look reminds Madan of himself, who just joined the guild. As they barely begin to talk, Kyan discovers some monsters through her super sense of smell and their first battle begins. What they encounter is less solid slime. Kyan doesn't launch an attack at first and is soon flanked by two slimes. They go inside Kyan's clothes and hide in the sensitive part of her body, which causes her to lose her fighting power. Not to cause any misunderstanding, Madan explains to Kyan that there might be an awkward close call later. After getting Kyan's permission, Madan steps in decisively and with his rich combat experience, he soon eliminates the cunning slime. After the battle, Kyan just gets stressed and smells the monster again, and they go on a monster hunting trip. What Kyan was learning as a fighter was the tactics of confronting the enemy face to face, and Madan is worried if she continue like this, she would definitely fail. So he teaches her a lot of sneak attacks and trap digging tactics, but Kyan is too good to accept these sneaky tactics. Soon they start the second battle, and when Madan is ready to sneak attack, the loud noise that Kyan makes will wake up the monster. To make up for her mistake, Kyan blocks the front of Madan, but only to be firmly embraced by the giant monster. She is like in danger of being entangled by a python and she can't help crying out of fear. Fortunately, Madan throws an arrow and kills the monster easily. He also discovers that Kyan emits hormones that cause the monster to lose its mind and be in heat. So Madan thinks she might be good bait in the future. When they return to the guild to report the day's results, Animo praises them for their good teamwork to retain Madan. On the other hand, Kyan still apologizes for her mistakes. At this time, Madan reveals that he plans to go to college to find a girlfriend after finding a successor. But he now worries that Kyan is too weak to deal with the monsters, which might give them a chance to attack. Animo hastily convinces Madan to help strengthen Kyan for the sake of innocent civilians, and before Madan can turn it down, Animo introduces him to another cute teammate, a young white magician named Ange. But Ange mistakes Madan for a pervert who only wants to take girls. Therefore, she's not willing to cooperate with him. Madan then explains that he's not interested in children like Ange, which further angers Ange, who hits Madan in the head with her wand. Madan is depressed and complains to Animo that in his past he was either killing monsters or being called by others to provide assistance in activities, even in the activity where couples gathered together. As a single man, he can only envy his peers falling in love, which makes him determined to find his sweet love. Madan has already made up his mind and accepts Animo's offer to let Ange join the team in order to find someone to take over the task of protecting civilians. Madan hopes that Kyan or Ange can become good guards. When they sets out again, Madan tells his two companions about the duties of the guardians, hunters, fighters, and magicians who are all known as guardians, whose job it's to protect the city and its residents from harm by monsters. After introducing some basic knowledge, Madan takes the two newcomers to start slime hunting. Madan thought that Kyan should be able to defeat the slimes because she failed last time. Unexpectedly, Kyan still makes a head-on attack and loses to the slimes again. One of the slimes locks Kyan's hands and the other attacks her from behind. Seeing Kyan in an embarrassing position with the slimes, Ange decides to help her but Madan stops her. He warns her not to show up easily as magician is a long-range occupation. In the end it is Madan who destroys the slimes while Ange heals Kyan with healing magic. Her healing seems to be faster than other white magicians, so Madan is starting to expect Ange to take over his job. Just then a giant slime at a higher level shows up and Kyan activates her powerful skill. With this skill, she can not only dodge the enemy's attacks, but also counterattack with great damage. But there is one thing about her ability. If the enemy doesn't attack Kyan, the counterattack cannot be launched. Unfortunately, the giant slime gets around Kyan and grabs Ange. Madan soon shoots an arrow and shatters the giant slime's arm. The slime senses danger and immediately runs away. So Madan decides to stop adventuring for today and return to the guild. Kyan again apologizes for her mistakes while Ange blushes and thanks Madan. She recognizes Madan's power and promises to help the team when she's not in class. When Ange says this, Madan finds out that she's just a first-year student in high school. So Madan is worried that those deviant monsters will take advantage of Ange, just like the slimes did to Kyan. He can't even imagine the blush-inducing scene, so he immediately asks Animo to change the rules to only allow adults to join the guild, and this video ends here. Thanks for watching till the end.